Welcome to the 18th Annual PRISM Showcase, focusing on entertainment making a difference. Presented by the Entertainment Industries Council and the FX Network. Hosted by Dr. Drew Pinsky, with special guest stars Candace Cameron Bure and Tim Kang. And special appearances by, from Parenthood, Max Burkholder. From Arrow, Katie Cassidy. From Grey's Anatomy, Justin Chambers. From Call Me Crazy, Ernie Hudson. From Mom, Allison Janney. From The After, Sharon Lawrence. From Body of Proof, Wendell Middlebrooks. From Parenthood, Jason Ritter. Academy Award winner Meryl Streep. From Call Me Crazy, Leah Thompson. From Grey's Anatomy, Chandra Wilson. And a host of others. I'm Shadow Stevens. Now please sit back, relax, and enjoy yourself as the 18th Annual PRISM Showcase begins. Here's your host, Drew Pinsky.
Hi, I'm Dr. Drew. Welcome to our celebration of the art of making a difference. We'll be showcasing some of the entertaining hit TV shows, movies, and performances that accurately portrayed mental health, substance abuse, addiction, and recovery this past year. Now, the PRISM Awards are presented by EIC, the Entertainment Industries Council. When it comes to health and social issues, EIC helps make the TV shows and movies you watch every day more authentic, more powerful, and in the process, more entertaining.
And I just think that it speaks to people on a level that a lot of other mediums don't. And like I said, that has a lot of power within it. And so I think there's a lot of responsibility there to take that captive audience and challenge them to have the courage to sort of deal with things that aren't always easy to talk about, so that our audiences can have the permission to challenge themselves.
We should all be proud in our industry for making important commitments to telling true stories, and I know that we've shed light and affected the lives of many who see the programs.
The more of us that step forward and talk about it, the more we're going to find more people willing to make a change in their lives, because the stigma has been reduced.
Telling someone's story makes them feel less alone, makes them able to reach out for help, and it's really one of my favorite things.
No one's perfect, and it's not an embarrassment to say, I'm having problems. You're not alone. A lot of us are struggling. It's not your personal defeat.
And it's portrayed on national TV, and they go, oh my God, that's exactly what we're going through, or that's what my mother went through, that's what my sister, whatever, just to make it recognizable and relatable and help people in some way.
Emmy winner Allison Janney returned to TV this year with an inspired comedy called Mom. With laugh-out-loud humor, Allison earned her second PRISM, this time for performance in a comedy series.
And the PRISM Award goes to my very dear friend Allison Janney for Mom.
Thank you to the Entertainment Industries Council for honoring me this award, which gives me incredible pride. Dealing with anything that can demystify and destigmatize the recovery process is a good thing. Anything that raises the consciousness, and it's an issue that's very near and dear to my heart, having lost someone very dear to me to their addictions. And the fact that I get to portray this character with Anna, the two of us together, these women on their recovery, on the road to recovery, is just incredibly meaningful to me, and that we get to make people laugh along the way is even better, because laughter is the best medicine for everything in life.
Sometimes we use humor so that an audience can escape, so that they don't have to think about the real situations that they're going through at home. But then sometimes we just use humor to create the real world, because what we do is a reflection, hopefully, of the real world.
I think laughter is the best way to heal all wounds and deal with all dramas and tragedies in life.
Grey's Anatomy star Justin Chambers earned a PRISM this year for male performance in a drama series multi-episode storyline.
Thank you for this. Wow. It's such an honor to receive this award, because it's not just any award, it's an award that represents so much. You know, I humbly accept this award on behalf of myself. Yay! I'm so happy to win something, but also for the writers on Grey's Anatomy. It's because of their great storytelling that hopefully we are able to inspire and motivate and educate people about the issues that are associated with mental illness and drug addiction. So thank you for this. I also share this with James Remar, who is an incredible actor and made me better. So thank you.
I think Grey's did a great job with that story. It definitely opened my eyes to the ripple effect, again, of what alcohol and mental illness can do.
Anytime that you're on drugs or drinking, you're not actually thinking clearly. And so the decision-making is flawed. Relationships suffer. You have to be able to communicate with people in order to reach your potential, because we all need support systems.
Well, I think every family is touched by mental illness or addiction issues. I mean, every single family, and usually more than one person.
You have to be able to know that there's a loving family there or people who are willing to support you. There's a difference between, you know, being an enabler and supporting. My mom's an alcoholic, so it's something that I've had to deal with.
You might be juggling with codependence or, you know, enabling someone. So it's that fine line of knowing when to say, you know, you need to stop this.
Radio listeners and music fans for generations, myself included, recently lost a legend in the entertainment field, Casey Kasem, longtime host of American Top 40 and voice of Shaggy on the Scooby-Doo cartoon series, among thousands of other hosting, acting, and voicing gigs since the 1960s. Casey was a beloved member of the PRISM Awards family. He hosted the PRISM Awards ceremony during its first 3 years before PRISM came to television, and thereafter he served as the voice of the PRISMs from 2000 to 2009. So here's to you, Casey. You brought us joy, music, generosity, and love. We'll miss you, but as you would have said, we'll keep our feet on the ground and keep reaching for the stars.
The times, they are changing. As more and more original series have become available online, the PRISM Awards added a new category this year. It's for original internet programming, and the award went to season 2 of Lauren.
PTSD, bipolar, substance abuse, none of it is a light subject. So I think it's absolutely the media's job to share these stories, and it can also lighten stigma and make people understand that it's not their fault.
I think for a long time, mental illness and all the varieties has been sort of a stigma, and we've been in denial.
Before I did work on parenthood, I had extremely little knowledge of what autism was at all.
I think it's important for authenticity to be involved in telling these stories, because it only helps us deepen our understanding of things that are hard to understand.
It was a surprise for our Grey's Anatomy audience to hear that Dr. Bailey could be struggling with obsessive compulsive disorder, and until you start to speak about the debilitating behavior, you don't realize that it is. The recognition of it and the admission that something is going on is the first thing that has to happen. You know, with obsessive compulsive disorder, you know, it could start just really as slowly as just making sure. And that's basically what she needed to do for a while. Just make sure her hands are clean, make sure her instruments are in place, which progresses to make sure the keys are in the bag, and just making sure, and all of that making sure slowly but surely became debilitating to where you can't get out of the door. You can't finish surgery. You can't finish a thought because your head is still back in the other place. I've seen that progress many times with family members, with friends, and the next thing you know, you're not functional. Bailey's on meds right now. So I think the thing that I'm interested in going forward is when at times the disease becomes progressive and you have to re-examine those meds, and you maybe have to go back to the beginning in order to figure out what you need, because the manifestation comes in a different kind of way. So I really appreciate that journey. I appreciated it as an actor. I appreciate the show for allowing that in 10 seasons. So thank you, EIC, very much.
Well, that is it for this year's showcase of the movies, TV shows, and performances that were honored with PRISM Awards.
We hope you enjoyed our celebration of the art of making a difference. Let us know by posting on our Facebook page, EIC Online.
If you want to see what was honored and nominated this year, most of them are either on DVD or you can watch them online.
Here's one more thing. If you want to make a difference in the lives of someone with addiction problems or, say, mental health challenges, let them know there is nothing to be ashamed of. Help is available, and it is okay to ask for help.
On behalf of FX, the Entertainment Industries Council, and the channel you're now watching, please join us again next year.
Thanks for watching.